Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of REKKR on the REKKR difficulty, played through prboom-plus. We're doing all levels with a bow start, and this is E4M9, HOME.wad. Let's begin with the secret level of the bonus episode. Look, it's the ship that's in the demo if you have prboom-plus or a vanilla style port. But we aren't going to get consumed by the tides like in the demo. We're going to use the steering wheel to open this area up and go through the portal to be sent to Reveille's house. And look, there's a puppy, and there's computers here. There's also a soul prism, we might as well grab that. And we'll check out the bathroom, might as well think on the toilet. But while we're crashing here, might as well get something to drink, like this brew. It's a secret, so make sure you grab that. Check out all the little things like on the sink. It's adorable. It's also nice too. But while we're here, we'll meet some more puppies, grab the steel shot launcher, grab the axe so we can start grinding, start shredding. But we'll kill this guy first. Grab the sack of carrying, then grab both of these sacks of steel shot. Now we got all these pups here. We'll grab the cloak of the seat and make our way out through here. And then we'll go through this portal and be sent to this area. Now, some of you with a keen eye and a keen memory, if you remember playing REKKR when it first came out, might recognize this place. And it'll become more apparent later on. But first we're going to clear this place out of all these guys. Grab the soul launcher, use it to kill the rest of these dudes. And especially kill the bone turret. And now let's go into this area. And kill everything here. Everything. Including the floating heads. The sorrow. And also, this puzzle right here, it was removed for being too confusing to new players. But, look, there's an indicator right there. It's saying, go through that one, dummy. So that we will. Okay, so now we are going to go through this part, kill this grotesque, grab his soul, might as well. And drop down here, meet two sorrows, fight two demons. And step into here, grab the steel shot launcher, which will also open this area up. And when you step out here, that stereo will raise up, but we aren't done with this part yet. We gotta kill everything here, of course, and we also gotta grab some herbs, might as well, since we need the health. It's nice to have some herbs. Now we'll go into this area, and when you examine the window, you want to get the axe out and start slicing these guys, because they appear, they try to ambush you. Flip the switch, it'll be useful, and I'll show you where in a little bit. But first we gotta make our way out, and unfortunately we lost a jackalope in the process. That's very sad, but at least we'll make our way out through here and kill the floating head. And that's it. We'll be back here later and I'll show you why. However, there's another part of the level we gotta go through. This one, with the grotesques. So yes, if you were wondering, this part of the level is what was removed from E4M9, Flurious. Because, yeah, that level was really long with this part added. And the whole puzzle thing confused a lot of players. But once you see what's going on here, it's a lot simpler than it looks. Well, at least in this iteration. We're gonna grab all the bonuses and fight some more floating heads. This one's a mean floating head. You can tell because he's got the red looks. And we woke up a tree beast. Yeah, that's what these guys are called. I always call them angry tree stumps, and that name is also fitting. So let's get rid of them with the steel shot. Wonderful. Let's also do some 6 strafe runs. Get that soul prism and also go over here. Wake up this tree beast. And you might as well get them to infight a little bit. And preferably not run right into the projectiles. Well, that's fine. There's plenty of medicinal herbs here, and the Shaman's Brew is also quite helpful in this area. Yes, indeed. So we're just making sure this area is cleared out of the worst of it. There's a tree beast there. We'll go and beat him up. Take his lunch money. Check his wallet. And he's down for the count. Let's kill all the former humans here, too. Or inhumans. Either one seems to be a good name for them. And that one just gave me a sick high five. Look how much health it took, but it doesn't matter if you are properly stacked on weapons and whatnot. Besides, there's a bottled health here and a jackalope if things get really desperate. Anyways, we're gonna go back up because there's something else I need to grab. Because in this area, look, it's the pulsating lights and the book rune from earlier. Step in here, but only if you've activated the book rune in the earlier area. Then you can go over here and grab the red key. And while you're around here, you might as well fight some more dorks. Like the Sorrow who appears, you might as well kill him first. And kill these guys too. And kill the rest of these guys. And I think that's all of them. And when you've killed all of them, you can press that switch to lower this rocky lift and go back up here. Now we're going back up here because we're going to activate this switch, which activates this switch. And get this secret with a Staff of Rune Explosion. And plenty of runes to go with it too. Might as well grab all of them. Because when you go there, you have to fight these guys. There we go. Make sure to check the trees and make sure they're tree beasts. Or maybe they're not tree beasts. And also look around for any other enemies that are wandering around this part. But also go into here. You can only open this if you have the red key, so make sure you get that first before you go here. We'll kill the Sorrow. And this Grotesque, who I kept alive from earlier for whatever reason. Now let's check out these eyeballs. And also flip the switch over here to open that area in the distance. We'll drop down here. Kill the eyeballs that probably resurrected a bit of enemies. And also kill the enemies that the eyeballs resurrected. Might get them in the imp fights too. But, you know, I think they have the same attention span as Lost Souls, so it'll be hard to get them in a consistent infight. Better than nothing, at least. And we'll kill these eyeballs before they can spawn anything. And go down here and kill the rest of these guys, because I'm done playing games with these dudes. Might as well take this health essence from the jackalope who has fallen in battle. And also check this area out to make sure there's nothing in here. No, not this time. In my practice run, two of the grotesques found their way in there for whatever reason. I have no idea how. But we are going to grab these herbs and spices. We'll also go up here, make sure all the enemies here are dead. Because there are some eyeballs that like to go through this area. There's also this area we need to clear out too. You can go here at any time, it's kind of an optional area. But we're gonna do it right now. Because I've been procrastinating on it, but it's not a difficult area at all. Well, as long as you can dodge projectiles. And deal with bone turrets and such. Here's another axe if you need it. And there's also something here. There's a switch behind this calendar. Use it and get this secret steel shot launcher. Also grab a medicinal herb if you want that. And some more steel shot. Both nice things to have. Also, there's a lift that takes you up here. You'll see it in the area with the tree beast from earlier. Near the red key area. But, I don't need to get that steel shot. I do need to make sure that the things that are teleporting are not eyeballs. Because sometimes the eyeballs found their way in this place. In this, like, home area. That really screwed my playthrough over. But I think we got most of them. 41 enemies left. I know where most of them are. But we have to go through here first. This area we opened up earlier. Because there are some grotesque we gotta kill. There's also a sorrow. And there's also armor. So now we got all that. And some souls too. We've killed most of the enemies here. But let's double check to make sure we've actually killed all of them and aren't going to get bamboozled later. Yeah, hear that? You hear that nonsense? This is the area that leads up to the part where you can get the steel shot if you want. And for some reason it went back down. That's weird. But yeah, if you want to get the steel shot, you can do a sick run over there. If not, just make your way back through this part. Yeah, you hear that enemy? We need to take care of them. I know where they are. They're in here. Yeah, these guys are kind of obscure, but we need to kill both of them. Okay, so now those guys are dead. I think that's most of the enemies here. But you never know with this part. Could be a stray running around here somewhere. A stray eyeball. A stray resurrected enemy. Because those count too, I believe, for the monster counter in prboom-plus. It's weird, but still. So let's check all these areas and make sure we've killed everything. Look, the puppy followed us. It's adorable. One more lap around this part. And then we'll go into a new area. Might as well grab these herbs here. And check out this part. Make sure we aren't missing anything. Because you never know. Spalled health there. But, yeah. Pardon all the tedious hunting for enemies. It's just that, you can't go back to this part after a certain threshold has been met, I believe. And, I want to make sure I kill all the enemies here. So I don't have to do this whole thing again. I don't trust you trees. But whatever. I think we got them all. So, now we've done our lap, our victory lap, we are going to go into this area now. And open this door. And then be lowered into this area. Ooh, spooky. Yes, it's not an exit. Not yet. That comes later. But first, we have to kill more enemies. Enemies such as this tree beast. And enemies such as the Sorrow and the Grotesque over there. And of course we'll do a 6 strafe run onto this platform. And go on this platform too, which is also very important to do because when you go onto this part, this slip raises up. So make sure to go onto it. Let's kill the eyeballs. The all-seeing eyeballs. All-seeing, all-knowing, all-stupid. And there it is. That's all the enemies in this part. But there are 17 enemies left. So let's go and look over here. And this part is an interesting one because it's a monsters gallery. And look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's an enemy. 9. That's a jackalope. 11 or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the entire rogues gallery is here. So let me demonstrate my knowledge of these enemies' names now that I finally figured them out. This guy doesn't have a real name, but in the dehacked files he's called Death Raven or something along those lines. This guy is a former king, and this guy is a former duke. You can tell who's who because the former king has red undies and this guy has gray undies. Well, I know, they're loincloths. This guy is a Skelly Belly and this guy is a Skelly Tower. It's hard to tell the difference between them, but their health pools make all the difference. This is a Skelly, or I forget its name, honestly. It's a Skelespider, Skull Spider, something along those lines. This is a tree beast. You can't see it, but it is one. This is a Sorrow. And here's a jackalope, a mean jackalope, a mimic, an eyeball, a mean imp, or a mean floating head, and a regular floating head. You can tell the difference between the two because one has the red bottom and this one has the brown one. This is a mean husk, and this one's a regular husk. Yes, there are differences between the two. One has red eyes, one has green. This is a grotesque inhuman, and this is a former human or an inhuman. And now that we've met the rogues gallery, we are going to crush them. Yes, very slowly we will crush them all. We spent 18 minutes on this map and a good minute or two was spent describing the enemies. Let's watch the bosses die. So as you can see, the Skeletor is the sturdier one. And you got the former king here still surviving. Not by much. Let's wake him up too, just for the heck of it, just for the bants. They can't do anything to you, I think, but I'm not gonna risk it. And look, he's dead. And there's something wonky going on with the enemy counter, at least in prboom-plus, because there are 17 enemies here. And I think what's happening is the second phase of the former king is still counted as an enemy. So, since it gets crushed, it doesn't have time to actually, like, spawn in properly. So I think that's a kind of an anomaly going on, because otherwise, that's all the enemies for this level. So since the second phase of the king is unkillable due to weird dehack shenanigans. I'm gonna say that that is a 100% run. So let's end the level. Okay, that's HOME.wad, and it's an interesting secret level. Originally, it was just Reve's house, but eventually the last part of the level that was E4M9 originally was put into here instead. And there's also the monster gallery too, which adds to the whole experience. The level part, or the E4M9 part's actually pretty cool. It's a little unfortunate that it had to be removed and placed into here. I could see it being in an actual level of its own, and I could see it being an actual level of its own in general, because it's actually quite long to do. But not too long, but still at the same time, it's lengthy enough to be a level on its own. And the bonus parts are adorable. The part with all the pups going into Reve's house, stealing his beer. That's fun. And also the ship part, that's nice too. But yeah, we are done with this video. Stay tuned for our next one where we go into E4M9, but until then, toodaloo.